guy get murdered. I just want to see you get murdered, Taran. Is that wrong? I want to see you get murdered. Yes, Mister
Yeah, to me, this
H.
is
It's
extremely
really wrong.
puzzling, and it's quite a because it seems like such a dramatic 180. And
You're wrong.
as you're saying, it's like a repetition of the exact same thing, even though they knew that it was a horrible mistake and it's recorded in the
Mr. H.
scriptures. They ended
Yeah,
up
Mr. H.
falling into the same mistake again. So
Call him
I'm
Mr.
curious
H
to know
over
what
there.
is the answer.
Yeah, Mr. H.
Why this golden calf? What is the significance
Pretty wrong
of the golden
to want to
calf?
watch this one.
Yeah, what is the
Supposed to not let that
significance
happen.
of the golden calf? And that is one that we have to begin to kind of follow the symbols and walk and try to uncover the ways of
about
Egypt
the kidnapping, you'd hope, right?
So basically, the golden calf
But you want to watch them get
that
murdered
they
by
were
me, I think.
was
It wouldn't be murder, though.
prominent in Egypt.
It would not be murder at all. It would be
of all golden calves.
self-defense. It would be self-defense.
existed
And you'd still
at
charge
that
me with
time,
manslaughter, probably.
in
because
ancient Egypt was
you guys are
the
just like that.
cow.
I need to do anything in your power to make it 3 strikes. So,
Hathor was an ancient Egyptian goddess, and she was depicted usually as either
Maybe not,
a
though.
human
Maybe not.
being that had horns,
I am concerned about it, though, because it's happened before.
or
Just
she
like
was
that, and
depicted
that.
as
Boom.
a cow or a calf that had horns with the sun disk.
Oh, we're telling him and Garfield is a
horns
conspiracy.
on the screen right
Lure someone in here
Okay.
and violently destroy them.
She was considered to be the
And,
consort of Ra.
Right. What's the third crime?
Okay, Ra was
I'll just
the
make something up
sun
from the
god
past, huh?
of ancient Egypt.
Exactly. It's what
And
they
she
do.
was
They pull some
actually
bullshit from the past,
considered
which we
to
all
be
know is fucking
the
total
eye
fucking
of
horseshit, right?
Ra.
Basically, all of it, the whole
Okay.
fucking
So
stack,
you know
like this
the
big
one-eye
horseshit.
symbol of ancient Egypt?
Because I'm fucking loud and
I'd like
annoying,
to see
dude.
on the screen right now.
I don't go away
This
when I should.
one-eye symbol of ancient Egypt
That's really all it is.
was
I'm gonna defend
symbol
myself
of the
physically when I fucking
consort
need to.
of Ra, whose title
When I need to,
was
yeah,
the
from a woman,
Eye
if I
of
need to.
Ra. And the Eye of Ra
Not
was
really.
Hathor.
Not really, because I let them
And
beat the
so
shit out of me pretty
Hathor
much.
would be-
When it's
would be
sick, their
depicted
teeth in,
as an
and then
eye,
I fucking yell.
a
Swing.
one eye,
I know, the
or
front tooth is not appealing,
she
I get
would
it.
be depicted
It smokes better, I'm not really
as
worried about them.
the cow.
Okay.
Okay, that had with her the horns, and in between the horns the sun disk.
Why my dick don't
So
work
now
more?
we have a lot of important
IBD.
symbols, and
Yeah,
now
my MS.
it kind of
Hmm?
brings more context
I'm
to
pretty
the
badly.
mystery that's at hand. Because now what we have actually is the Israelites not once but twice gaining the wrath of God, because the first time God makes them kill each other, the second time he actually eliminates the kingdom of Israel. He causes the Assyrians
like that,
to
like that, bro.
destroy them and to banish them
26-year-old, that fast.
completely, and so they become the lost 10 tribes, because till this very day
Like here?
nobody knows who they are or where they are. They became
We're
dispersed
just like
amongst the nations,
I know.
exiled from the promised land forever.
I
And for
feel
that
shame.
reason, every
I feel
single
weird.
Jew that is alive
There's-
today,
I
you
know
know,
there's like a
is
fucking
really
ghost
a
here.
Jew because
Like
they
people, like,
attribute
sharing my body with me.
themselves, in most cases,
And,
to the tribe
most of them
of
must
Judah,
go,
or the tribe of Benjamin, or the tribe of Levi, because Levi didn't get any
Likely.
land, right?
Likely,
Joseph
right.
ended up getting two shares, Ephraim and Manasseh.
the hell,
And
yeah.
Ephraim and Manasseh, they both got
26.
dispersed with the 10 tribes, and then you have there Benjamin, and you have Judah, and you have Levi, because there were some Levite priests that operated the temples in the northern kingdom of Israel, and also in the south in the kingdom of Judah. So now we only have members of 3 tribes. The rest of the 10 tribes are gone with the wind. So you have the Israelites worshiping and taking another God other than Yahweh, other than Hashem, other than the God of Israel, other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they're worshiping in his place the one eye.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's very interesting.
That is very interesting.
It's very interesting. It's and the fact that it's just this history that this pattern that has repeated itself in history, I find it quite fascinating.
It is, and it's fascinating too, because you have now them having in their history worshipped the golden calf, which is actually Hathor. And one of Hathor's symbols is the one eye, and she is the eye of Ra. And so when they depicted her in human form, or they depicted her in calf form, they only depicted, because the ancients, they used to depict the gods in ways that the human mind could fathom.
Yes.
Right? But it's reality, the reality of the god that they were trying to depict was this one-eyed consort of the sun god Ra. And we're going to get into that in a minute. But I just think that it's quite interesting that
a lot of people just don't
they
understand.
are the same people whom rejected
the same
their
God.
Messiah when he came,
It's like Christians,
and they are still actively waiting for a Messiah to come. And the narrations from Muhammad and the family of Muhammad,
they don't even understand
that it is the Jews that are going to follow as they're waiting for their Messiah. They're going to end up following the Antichrist or the false Messiah.
That's what I mean. You want to read the Quran? I'm like,
be what? One-eyed.
Oh my gosh.
Just the English is interesting.
That is fascinating.
So they worship the golden
basically
calf
the same book,
once.
though.
They worship
Just
the
says
golden calf twice.
One God. When I'm like, isn't there a lot of names of God that are like different personalities completely? And way more of a person, each one of them than you are even.
Of Ra, the false Messiah, the Antichrist, the one-eyed,
the
sad in the end time.
Even though it's a little heretical to say, and we do get concerned about saying it, but like when we interact with them, like, no, this guy's a different guy. It's God still, but he's a different one.
Is meant to be fulfilled in the end time.
Wearing something else on today.
Thank you.
It is quite interesting, isn't
it? It's
all different forms,
actually.
Many forms. There's just many forms.
So now let's look and see what is the appeal.
Just means God, guys. Get over yourself. Just like Allah means God. Allah,
this one-eyed
Zeus.
And it all goes back to the actual mystery cults of the ancient world. Now, when you go look into the ancient cross culture, if you go look into the ancient Egyptian culture and religions, if you go look into the ancient Greece, if you look into ancient Greek religions, if you look into the ancient Roman religions, if you look into the ancient religions of the Mayans, of the Aztecs, of the Phoenicians,
really interesting actually when you get into it. You're like,
ancient culture that existed. They had a myth that was similar, and the myth that was similar had to do with the sun. And so they formed these mystery cults that worshipped the sun, and they all had a story that had to do with the god that they were worshiping that was similar in nature. And basically the ancient Egyptian mystery, the cult of the worship of Ra and Hathor has to do as following. It states as following. It says that every day the sun would be in the sky, and the sun would provide warmth and life.
But even more complex because
growth,
like Varuna and Shiva are basically the same god.
The creatures that are living on the earth. And
Which is interesting
people
too,
of the ancient world thought that the worship
Neptune
of the sun was
and Uranus are not the same god, right?
Who provides
but Neptune and Varuna are basically the same god, right?
Of life, other than the sun.
And then
the
Neptune,
sun is kind of like the primary,
and then Varuna and Uranus are cognates with each other. So Varuna is
right. We all need light. We all need
the ninth planet. And
we all
Uranus
need
is the eighth planet.
The sun. When the sun's up, all of the creatures are animated. Right. When the sun goes down, everything kind of goes to death or goes to sleep. Right. And it's all quiet outside. So we need the sun in order to be active,
like Neptune and Uranus and
so they saw that this was an important,
like the same,
an important god to worship, if not the primary god to worship. They would notice that the sun would set every day, and when the sun set,
not quite,
they would have to explain.
Should be feminine,
and they thought to, how can we explain where the sun goes? And they stated that basically they came to the conclusion that every evening when the Ra would set, The sun would be accompanied by Hathor,
It is
its
more like
eye
that,
and
though.
its protector, and they would go into the underworld. And they would travel throughout the underworld, and they would meet
Sometimes maybe
good people, and they would meet enemies and bad people.
that's good.
And they would engage in battles, and they would engage
Greek mythology,
in
you could call it
blessings.
Okeanos instead of
So, where is the underworld? The
something like
underworld
that.
would
But
be
it's-
where
it's-
all of the
it's
dead
Latin,
people
so
go,
it's
all of the deceased people go. And so, for the ancient
I can't remember.
Egyptian, when the sun sets on us, it would rise on the people of the afterlife.
Okay.
And the people of the afterlife would celebrate the coming of
All
the
the gods he knows
sun.
in Hinduism.
And they
He
would
just looked them
become
up earlier.
animated,
Like, he knows a lot
and
of
they
Greek,
would,
a lot
have
of
life in
yeah,
them,
just
and
was
they would
reading about it all day.
celebrate the presence of the sun
Memory's not that
amongst
good
them.
right now.
But there would be other enemies of
Isn't
the
just-
sun,
yeah.
like
Not
a
one of those guys.
serpent god
Almost
of the
sometimes.
underworld that would seek to trap the sun there so that it could not rise the next morning. And so it engaged in a battle,
Narasima.
and it would punish the serpent, and it would defeat it, and it
For
would
me, that's
become
like- that's-
victorious, and the sun would prove
That's
itself
Vishnu's.
to be
That's Avatar.
invincible.
That should be
And it would rise
see
the
that.
next morning on us, and it would give life again to us who are living in the day.
Why?
And
It's a
this
fucking cat.
same
I know.
myth, which explained the cycle of the sun for the ancient Egyptians,
It's like,
is the
yeah.
exact same myth
Cat,
that we
Sarah,
find in
I understand what
ancient
you're saying.
Rome when they
Look at
were
those fuckers
worshiping Sol
Cool.
Invictus,
Yeah.
the invincible sun. They would have the same myth where Sol Invictus, the invincible sun, would travel into the underworld.
What does God
and
look like?
it
He
would
looks like
defeat the enemies of the underworld, and it would
the Indian
shine
Great
its
Sphinx.
light
You know what I mean?
on
Like, yeah.
the people of the underworld,
Almost, you know.
and then it would rise the next morning. For the ancient Greeks,
It's like a big
you
ass.
had the same thing
Yeah,
with
badass.
Helios,
But there's many forms of God.
Apollo,
Like that seems evil to me.
those
Why?
gods of the
What'd you
sun,
see?
and it would be the same kind of ride where they're riding on the chariot, and they would go down into the underworld, and they would
you seen it like
emerge
that?
the
Yeah, I've
next
seen it
day.
like that in
And
my mind.
so we find the same story is repeating
I've seen it,
itself
so I'm staying in the corner.
throughout the
Like, I'm
different
God.
cultures.
And I know that
You
I'm
just
God.
made me think about
You look like Big
symbolism
George.
that you would find in Catholic
Got-
churches sometimes, especially in Italy,
Got me.
where you would find this
Pretty
the
much.
sun symbol and
I
the
know
eye
he did
symbol,
that for
and
me
it's, if
personally,
you
but I knew
research
that
into
was
it, it's
God,
meant to
and that's what he's representing
have
for
this
me.
connection to Saul and Victor.
Some people say they see
like what you're
themselves
talking
or a
about.
human form or one of the prophets or something. I do not see that.
The cycle of the sun.
Some people
And so
see
the
darkness.
cycle of the sun became really important
I do
for the
too,
ancients,
often, when I
and
think
they
about it.
celebrated
Sometimes I don't.
the sunrise, and they celebrated, or
Gold,
were mystified
often.
by the sunset. The sunset would be a celebration for
White
the
too.
underworld. The sunrise
like
would
that
be a
guy.
celebration for the people,
Yeah.
on top of the earth, the living world, so to speak. And it basically became a god that we would worship. Now, what's fascinating is that in Islam we find this hadith, and the hadith repeats itself on the tongue of many different narrators.
like
And it's a hadith
several
that's
of them.
present in
Gods
Sunni
on that
Islam,
level,
and it's a
I guess.
hadith that's present also
They're all
in
kind of different.
Shia
They're all kind of the
Islam.
same.
And the
One is
narration
dark.
or the tradition,
One is light.
it comes in a couple different
One is
forms.
fiery.
But
Not quite as light
basically,
as that one.
it
Not quite as dark as
states
that one.
that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi
One
wasallam
is
said that the
Watery. You
sun
know what I mean? Like one the
sets
forms of that
and
God takes up there, and
rises
it's like all
between
like
the
right there.
horns of the devil.
They're all God.
Okay.
And you
Okay.
just come to
So
use
this
that,
is
come to use that,
important
come to use the
why
other,
it's
come to use something so
important
strange you
because
never
we have these
understand.
symbols of there
People
being
say they see
horns,
God as their themselves.
right? And the
Good for you
sun
guys, good for
being
you.
in between the horns.
I'm glad that
Yes.
that's
Okay,
what you
because
got
that's
to.
the exact same symbol that we find on top of the calf that was worshipped by the Israelites. This sun disk that is placed right at the
It's not
center
where I am.
of the horns that are
But
on
that's
top
where
of
you
the
are,
cow, and actually all
That's
throughout
pretty
ancient
gangster. That's
Egypt,
kinda what I
on
expected.
top of the
Something like-
heads
more
of
like that,
many
you know, like
different
the
ancient
fucking human
Egyptian gods, as you
Seems
can
better
see
forms
now
down
in the
here than that.
images, they are depicted having always these two horns with the sun disk in between them.
Okay.
So could that be
So
a
needed and shit.
coincidence? There's no such
not.
thing as a coincidence. That the
His
ancient
eyes.
Egyptian culture, which
Why is
linked the worship
Because,
of the calf to the
just be triggered
Israelites
but
and
from
the
afar.
Abrahamic religion.
Yeah,
so
so when
that
someone triggers my eyes to go
eventually
for good
you
every
have
time
the
they do.
Mohammedan religion, the religion of Islam,
Feels
and
like
its
it.
prophet
I don't know. Probably can't fix it now, but it was.
And he
It
says
is
in
something
another
that is
narration
triggered by
to
something
never,
here
ever,
in the computer.
ever prostrate
So when it
or
goes, yeah,
worship
like that, I get
God
really
at
suspicious, guys.
all during those two times. during the time that the sun
Like, report
is
it. No,
setting,
report it. I gotta keep reporting it.
nor do you worship
You really gotta keep
God
reporting
at
my
the
fucking lives.
time
You
that
really
the
gonna try and
sun
get me
is
fucking killed?
rising. And in another tradition, he explains
You guys are fucking pieces
that
of
it's
shit, dude.
because
You're not good
the
people.
devil has placed a
Yeah, report his
throne
live some more.
at the
Keep reporting
site
him.
of the
Just keep reporting him,
sunrise and the site
right?
of the
And then he'll have to go down,
sunset.
and then what? Go get killed?
When the sun
Fuck you guys.
rises and when the sun sets, it rises and sets between his
What's your
horns,
meaning? What's your
and
purpose of
anybody that
reporting?
worships
He's like,
during those
yes, commit
times, the devil
attempted murder
himself
again.
speaks to his host
Someone he's
of
suspicious of
demons,
already.
and he says to them, "The sons of Adam are worshiping me."
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like there's important symbolism in there.
There's very important symbolism there, because now we have the devil himself.
I'm not fucking around. Someone could literally come in my house and kill me because I'm not recording.
Himself and placing himself as the
I think they haven't like made it obvious now. Like, I record every single night, all night, all day. For that reason. Yeah. I've still been pretty fucking ballsy. We just want to see it happen, right? I don't. Yeah, it's the 15th. Garfield's not interested in going outside at all. I wonder why. I've tried to let him. He knows better now.
We have the sun disk that is rising and setting in between the horns.
You fucking piece of shit. Who actually came into my house, he says, and switched the cat out today. How'd that happen? Huh?
It's very much connected.
Very, very much connected with one another. When we look for these symbols elsewhere, we find that the symbols of the horns and the symbols.
So you went to my room, and that's not even possible, as far as I know. Because it's barricaded. Oh, the window? Let's came to the roof. Did you come to my roof?
The Surah of the cave. This is
Yes, that's not even possible. Unless you came to the floor.
only place that you find,
which is probably not possible either, because the rope was fucking pulled. So quit talking shit, dude.
The horns and the sun. And that is the story of
You know what I mean?
Okay, because you have this man in the surah whose name is.
Because they're that fucking sneaky, no one's gonna fucking believe that there's 3 fucking cats.
Okay, so you have a character whose name
named George and Garfield.
With 2 horns, and his
I don't believe it either. They're the same fucking cat. How?
The Quran states
Taran had 6 cats, as far as we know. No, Taran had 2 cats that you stole 3 times. So I reinstantiated them. And then I got him back. And you neighbors are fucking evil fucking freaks, dude. I think that was fucking funny to do in the first place. First fucking night they were here, pretty much, dude.
By God, it was told to him that these people, you can either do good to them or you can punish them as you wish. And then it states that then he travels to the opposite end, to the location of the sunrise. And it is at the sunrise where he finds over there a people that have not been veiled from the sun. And then
my friends
says that he travels until he reaches the location.
Or my friends and your friends.
Barriers, right? And it's there.
Do I really care? No, I don't. Not at all.
He finds a nation over there that can barely speak.
Would I like to fly in an airplane? Yeah, kind of.
And these people that can barely speak a word.
Why can't you afford it? Because you haven't paid me yet.
To help them create some sort of a dam or a gate or a blockade between them and between this evil nation of creatures called Gog and Magog.
Well, getting you out of there in the first place.
When we pay close attention to the journey of Zulkarnain, we can find that obviously, look, the surahs of the Quran, they have in there, I'll preface by saying this, they have in there many meanings. And there are many traditions from the Ahlul Bayt
they said?
which explain this concept and this factor. They state that.
I haven't figured hold on. No, I don't think I said it. Maybe I did say his name. I just said I ran into somebody in jail one time. I said they were very, very polite.
Of the first nations, the people of old, the previous prophets and messengers, and their.
It's good enough, right? Killed.
And then the narrations from the Ahlul Bayt state that basically, if the Quran was a living Quran that was alive and had meaning in all
I said a few
times,
names, quite a few names,
everything learned
common
to be a
names.
Quran that we would consider to
Names
be
my
dead,
sons.
then these
Names my friends.
verses from the Quran would have to have multiple meanings. It would have to be interpreted many different ways.
Parisham pam
And there are
pam
narrations that state that
parisam
for every
pam
verse in the Quran, there are
palam
70 different
param pam
meanings.
pam.
Other narrations from the Ahlul Bayt state that the Imam has the ability to formulate words or meanings from the
No.
Quran, or that these
He
meanings
won't look
are
up
unlocked
when there's
from
someone coming by.
the chest
So stop with that.
of the Imam. Other narrations state that for every nation that exists,
Unless they're a grown adult. Then I will stare them down. There's been a lot walking by today. 258 Garfield. Although I can't see that far. That's the thing. Almost not tell from a distance. Someone's male or female sometimes, honestly. And sometimes I can, but sometimes I can't. Typically I can, but not every time. Body language, like the way they're moving sometimes, but sometimes it's hard to tell. I'm not gonna flag again. Sure as hell ain't looking out my fucking window when I'm taking a piss and fucking staring at the fucking other house. These are fucking weird freaks over there. Yeah. Palam pam 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 pari sam pam palam pam pum 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 shapalam. Pam palam pam pum pum pirum pum param puram pal. Farisam palisam shalisam garisam parisaram pam 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 mau 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 so. Oh, you scared the shit out of me, Garfield. Sorry about it. My bad. I mean, it's fun. Thank you. I love you. Plum 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 plum. Turns out this is a thing in the universe somewhere. The blue eyes white dragon. You just like asked the thing and it shows up. In a way, guys, in a way it does. It's pretty cool. I'm like, hey, is there a blue eyes white dragon out there? And it just pops up in my mind. It's like right there. I'm like, oh wow, it's a real blue eyes white dragon. Yeah. No, they're fucking scary actually. I can tell. Like, who the fuck are you guy? Well, I just want to see if you were real. And you're a god, aren't you? Well, to you, I probably could be, yeah. That's what I'm trying to say about like the word God. Like if you have a fucking dragon as a friend, and he's like, I'm God, and I know I'm God, what would you say? Yeah, yes, you are. You know what I mean? But is he God? God? I mean, like, to you, he would be. How would you be able to tell the difference? It's a fucking blue eyes white dragon or even a red eyes black dragon, it would still be the same way. This one is 3,000 attack points. Get over to the was it? Almost not in our mind at the time, but we're just going, oh yeah, the cool cards. Oh my god, cool card. Really? I guess so. Huh? I really thought about it like that. Again, that's part of your addiction to the fellowship. Yes. Indeed. I know. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. And there is a blue-eyed white dragon coming through. Fucking people, dude. Of course they would, right? Life at stake. This is my full-time job, you know that, right? Is being on YouTube. So when you're reporting it, you're trying to take down my only source of income. Do you make money? I actually kind of. I mean, I have in a way. Yeah, almost. I get like people's attention that I need to get because they actually watch the shit sometimes. When I report it. How to doing it? It's a school Chromebook, so it's not too hard. I don't think. Why is it a school Chromebook? Because I don't fucking know, dude. I don't even know if it's a school Chromebook or not, but I'm pretty sure it was a stolen Chromebook a long time ago, and someone gave it to me. Did I steal it? No, it was a gift from a friend of mine who lives over here, who got it from a friend over here, who got it from a friend far away, who gave it to him for something else, and then he gave it to him for something else, and then he gave it to me for my birthday, or something like Christmas. Or something. Yeah, Christmas. No, before that, something else. Yeah. So I'm using it. Now it's evidence. So, and my life depends on having it. So good for them. Good for them. Do I have to pay for it? No, I don't have to pay for it, and I didn't commit the crime. So, yep. Put on your handcuffs and. What did they report? Yeah, that's good. Good for them. Good for them. You're a framist, so you're not welcome. Yeah, it's not a stolen laptop. It was a gifted laptop. You can ask the person who gave it to me. Although they've lied before about me, so I'm not sure so much. Some of these fucking tweakers, you know what I mean? They just lie about everybody just to get them in trouble. I never have actually done that before. I've told the truth about one person before, and it got me, or two people before, and it got me in trouble. So I'm not really trying to, right. But if it kept me out of trouble, maybe I would, because they don't seem to give a fuck, do they? Mm-hmm. Also need to stay alive. Yeah, if I get taken down and I get killed, my dad could probably, you know what I mean, really fucking bitch about that one, huh? And so could everybody else. If somehow it's not on, if me getting killed or kidnapped is somehow not on the fucking YouTube when it's been recording the whole fucking time. Yeah, it's been recording for about like half a year straight. So open my fucking house, people. Fucking people that I don't trust creeping by my house. Yeah, on a bicycle. I don't know if they're scoping it out or if they're trying to get me in trouble for something because they almost have before. Just by being around me, I told them to go away because their fucking mom's a snitch and they're a snitch too, and they just make shit up to get other people in trouble so they can keep just doing meth. Much as they want, pretty much. Like look up like, oh, I know you better. No, you don't. How much do I do? Very, very little. If any, at all. Drugs in comparison to people actually do drugs. I'm just a layabout. Pretty much. I'm very honest about everything I do. Pretty much. Except like a couple times when I was just like younger. Too honest, no. Pretty much. Isn't that preferable? No, because then we're like, well, if I know, then I have to know, and then you don't know everything. But like, what if you know everything? You're getting in trouble, not me. That's what I know too. Because if they knew everything, that I wouldn't be the one going down for it. So guess what would happen? If they confronted me with some of those issues, I would say, "Who told you that? I don't care. Ask them. They're guilty." What is it again? Or what they do? I'm pretty sure we write something like that. Huh? Although it's not always like that because I know that when I'm fucking calling the cops, well, it's because I could have been guilty. So I call the cops, pretty much, unless I'm reviving my dad from the dead. That was the one time I was really fucking pissed because like they show up and they're just being dicks, and I just revived the fucking from the dead, basically. A couple of the times too, where they've just been straight dicks to me since then. Yeah, pretty much. Probably didn't want him back or something. I don't know. Sham pum pum sham pum. You gotta dance a little bit. I was thinking about it, guys. It's hard to. You feel that feeling? Yeah, dude. They hit Taran with that so heavily. Some sort of stress hormone or something that makes his fucking muscles and everything just lock in place. It feels like electrically driven. Like it's like up his sodium ion channels. Huh. That's what it is. something like that, right? Or like my NMDA and NMDA receptors or something like that. You're controlling my glutamate. Make my muscles seize up. So I move forwards, I lock up.
I think that
That's cheating.
most persons are interested a little bit.
That's cheating. Cheating.
trying
Cheating. You're
to
poor. Exactly.
Find out
You're rich.
the
You've been
roots
fed
of
very
their
well.
own
I have not.
individuality. A great many, of course, do not really care.
I still punch harder,
They
I'm sure.
take life as they know it for granted. They do not
He's
really
not
ask
100% sure on that one, is he? He's like, maybe
the
he can.
cause of it
What if he can punch
or
harder?
the consequences of the career.
It wouldn't be like embarrassing for you. Don't worry about it, dude.
To the great majority,
some people are just fucking like that.
life is accepted as a period of vitality.
The thing is, every punch, maybe not. But the good one, yeah, for sure.
This structure that we call the human body. So this morning we want to see if we can learn a little about the person or relation between the outer world in which we live and the cause.
No, I don't really either want to fight him either, because if I fought him, I'd lose my cat. So, came down to that, yeah.
In the body. Now we know that man is a very complicated creature. We know also that the
who are you calling out? Somebody else, not anybody. Yeah, like that. Oh, shum pum 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 pa shum piercum kissum pa shum piercum pum pa la shum kissum pa pum pa shalisum. Carbonite to kind of know it's true that we are replacements, basically. If you don't believe that part, I almost don't do it because it's almost doing what's happening. Fucking horrifying. Although,
lives
yeah, we are. Yeah, we have it. Just fucking evil tone.
is a very impermanent and almost ineffective physical structure. Very few persons have the energy, the faculty,
still trying to get him killed now, because Taran's like, oh, fuck him.
Necessary to fulfill
Not literally fuck him.
their own ambitions or aspirations.
Won't quit by fucking me, letting him do it.
They work hard over a period of years and find the body gradually failing them.
That's true.
All of these circumstances do not seem to result in any great study of the matter. It is all sort of taken for granted as part of the passing situations in which we all must pass. Let us then say to ourselves, in this material world in which we live, what part does the human being play in his own existence?
It makes him feel fucking horrible.
I think we must admit that he plays a very important part.
Like every single thing he says or does.
All of history, all of society, all of the experiences and discoveries of knowledge are all due to something inside of the human being. Civilization is nothing but a long shadow of something inside of the person. We have something inside of ourselves that built the pyramids, wrote the sacred books, waged all the wars, created all the art, and in addition to these major achievements, perpetuated the species itself with an infinite diversity of individualities. We also find that this being in the body doesn't function the same in all bodies.
But he does.
There is a great individuality
More than
here.
people who don't care.
As a result of that, the living thing in each of us tangles with the living things in others and result in turn in stress, strife, discord, and hatred. How do we understand then the way in which we approach the problem of what is inside of ourselves? Actually, we cannot turn our powers of comprehension inward. We have tried it, and some claim a measure of success. But for the most part, when we turn our conscious attention to the source of our own consciousness, we are stymied. We find that instead of finding answers, we find speculations. Each individual seeking the internal part of himself ends in speculations. He is not able to actually penetrate into the machinery of his own inner life. Having no fortune in this respect, therefore, it is necessary to do what we can. And one of the things we can all do is estimate, as far as possible, our own inner lives. We can interpret the conduct of other people, but we seldom correctly interpret our own. We express our attitudes of acceptance or rejection to the thoughts of other people. Our own thoughts we more or less drift with, going along with patterns that are often unreasonable, conflicting, contradictory, and may in some cases dangerous. So, let's see what would happen if we try to find out a little more about ourselves. I think perhaps Plato,
320 Garfield.
Hey,
George.
made an interesting statement.
Big George.
Namely, that which goes into the mouth of the individual is material sustenance. But the best that comes out of the mouth in the form of speech can change the course of history.
So
Therefore,
human beings
nutrition is a private business.
Anything but another hit a weed.
Expression vocally is a public concern. Each person, whether he realizes it or not, has a subtle determination to influence other individuals. He wants his own thoughts to be accepted by those around him. Nations expect their policies to be accepted by the rest of the world. Each person, however, is contriving to communicate his own inward feelings about life and cause these to dominate the lives of other persons.
I do know
So
that
we
now.
have this problem of trying to estimate, if we can, what this power is inside of ourselves.
I feel bad about it.
Is it something that is unique to humanity?
Perceive it, yeah. I can.
Do other creatures have this power? Is it something that evolves? Is it something that is bestowed by a power outside of the body itself? Is it a chemistry set up by the integration of the body? Is it largely dependent upon heredity or environment for its moldings? Everyone has at some time or another attempted to answer some of these questions, but for the most part, the answers have been conjectures. The actual problem of finding the real answer remains elusive.
322 Garfield.
We must try
Shampala ram pum pa ram pum pa. Inocare cacti sopet atum horeceti. Is an Egyptian sun god. I thought that was really interesting because it's Horu Rei. Horu Rei is the Antichrist now. Yeah, it makes sense. Why? More than you are. No, I really do. Why? Because they just want more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Right? Welcome anymore. But this is going to destroy. It is destroying you. But you're hurting someone who's really important and processing it in the head of weed. You know, you can just be with the cat. You don't have to fucking move the cat. It's more important than anybody here. What have you done to him? Worse than that already. He's Horu Rei. Who the fuck are you? Guys. Oh, here they come. What I thought, though. You guys. Here? The house? Wow. I don't know. Make something out of it. Is it those? Wasn't my intention. orange, and you have blue. Wasn't it such a powerful group of me in here? They hate me that much. So we just want to get in here, basically. Because I'm not doing anything up on that side. I'm sitting here because I'm still alive. How strong would he be when he died? Probably a lot stronger than I am now. Illustrious.
Necessity first came, producing that we all connect today. Does thine will become me to join? For the Lord is with thee apart and find the triple fates of rule of thy decree. And all perfections in life is wonder the presence of the all contain. Earth producing and the storm the sweat confesses and the praise thine own. Of all attendant of from oh God, Goddess of merit, sharpened to the sight, Mother of love that waits divine, source of persuasion, secret fairy queen, lustrous born of parent and unseen,
Josh,
spouse of purple and many inclined. Lifted most aside that giving kind, great sense of bearer of the cross.
oh shit, damn it.
Portals and necessary thanks to join. And every tribe of savage monsters die. Magic chains surviving man, decide Cypress, born to my breath.
Fucking A. I'm tired. It's too small to dance in here. I'm too small. I'm too tired. No endurance anymore. Not very good at dancing anymore.
Oh, the Egyptian paints that cut to guide fashion of golden beard
Just trying to control me.
with blood.
Technology.
Or rejoicing in the island shores, neither see what falling below draws traveling choirs of mortals life, beautiful with Thessalonians bright. Please, by the Stephen table, drive up into the fall of gold of the king. Cypress and mother fair, praising every year. Beautiful soul virgins in the chorus join. Darkness, beauty, divine. Come on, attracted to my very light. For thee I call with holy reverence mine.
Oh no. That was good. That was better. You can dance. Pretty good, actually. Just feet don't move quick. Could they almost? I stepped up to it. I can do it fast. I don't know much of a brain, so not many nerves get there. You know what I mean? Parched. Yeah, guys. I'm really magnanimous and forgiving, okay? Most of us fucking are. Okay. But Taran is such peace. He's gonna be pissed. He finds out how unless we can get something back.
The triple fates of
Watch this shit.
thy decree, and all productions either like to be. Whatever the presence of we all contain.
So, I'll let the old men, the wise men deal with that. Preferably, okay? I'm just keep being annoying and do what I do. Am I getting better? Yeah, I am getting better, but what about the tea? It's important, I know. What happened to my fucking cup? My dad or the guy? The guy did. He came to my house and took my fucking teacup, asshole. It was a can. It was a can. He took my can. My tea can. What a fucking cunt. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, this one's really good too, but it's long. Can I do that one? Probably not that one. These freaking Buddha Weekly ones are cooking for these mantras, these Vajrayana mantras, Buddhist mantras. Vajrayana, it's like the third largest branch of Buddhism in the world. Yeah, the Vajra, it's like a scepter or a diamond. No, look it up. Don't just write it down because you seem dumb. Yeah, look it up. The Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama. Yeah, he's a Vajrayana Buddhist. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good religion actually. They're basically right about everything. Almost. Yeah, pretty good. He's powerful. No, he's powerful. The Dalai Lama, actually, he's pretty powerful. I believe it or not. He's like 100 years old, and they've been working on him his whole life, and he's still just doing it, man. Like, holy fuck. a lot of into some shady spots somewhere in time. It's not my problem, not my business. But it's a hard world, really hard world. See. I got this book. No, I got one of them. It's pretty good shit. Well, I did it a few times, just a couple things, and you'd be fucking surprised. When it works, it works. Time travel, right? You're like, no fucking way, right? And then you're just back 20 minutes, and you're like, I'm still alive. I know it. Well, I figured if he'd already done it before, all the moves, I could just borrow them later. How are you? I'm surviving. How are you? Yeah, probably seeing the other side soon, man. I'm hoping I don't. I'm trying to hold out and fight for the cat, but I got still got one. The Dalai Lama says hi, Garfield. Yeah, he does. He peed on your book one day. I know. That's the thing. See what they did. He didn't leave. He said, I'm not getting up right now because they're going to stand and pet his cat. Oh, really? My bad. Are you okay? I just need to stand up for a second. I didn't feel it. My God. I think I didn't make you stand up. I'm sorry about that. That means I was keeping you alive, sir. I'm sorry. I say it out loud because I just like that. I've done this before. My bad. Because I let myself be dead. Still, I think it was before. Just. Sorry about that. Someone was trying to hit me at the same time. Really? Oh, wow. I didn't do that on purpose. I was just trying to dance to my song. I apologize. possible, I think. It's actually like that in any sort of way. Really? I would not allow it if I could, but I don't think there's anything I can do right now. I understand that. Almost this much. That's true. It shouldn't matter, honestly. When the gentle fire is one of the I don't believe that either. Before they came in. I think it does exist. I'm very good at because I haven't practiced with so much technology. Oh, something. Am I sounding good to you? Cat. There he is. I am, and I know that I am. That's who we are. There's three of us. It's me and two fucking cats, okay? Three just fucking super powerful all of a sudden. And we're just so sleepy, and just super sleepy. And we're I can't get that high. I don't mean anything because I just got there like that. Never had to do anything in my life to be a piece of shit. I woke up and just like, see what I mean? And then they put these people on me. There's no way I get over it. Dude, that's what they're trying to do to you. Suppress it all. How much was it? I've probably saved the whole world at least once. All 3%. Like a different occasion, basically. And that's the crazy, right? I know. Couldn't listen to it. It's therapy. All these people, Jesus and all his minions and